it's me again. I just heard a little bit of Fox News. Megyn Kelly was talking about, she had a gentleman on whose father has been fighting the government for 20 years, and now it's at the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court's going to make a decision as to, whether or not this person is supposed to give up some free land and do improvements on some other land in order for them to get the permits that they wanted to get. This is a 20-year battle. The only reason I'm making mention of this is, again, on the 15th of February, the Supreme Court is supposed to sit in session to see if there's sufficient evidence that was presented by Dr. Orly Tates in regard to Obama's eligibility. Now, the concern that I have is if that was a real issue and if they really had intended to do that, why wouldn't they have done that now? This thing with the land, it might be important to that one individual, but it's not as important to the country as determining whether or not Obama's eligible to have Roberts go ahead and inaugurate him on the 20th and the 21st. That's what causes me a whole lot of discomfort. If they were serious about making a decision as to whether or not to consider it, then they would have done it now. The other thing that worries me as well is even on this land thing, they said that they're not going to have a decision until June. I mean, this is like January. So they're not going to have a decision for 5 or 6 months. Well, what happens if they decide to rule on looking at the evidence that Dr. Orly Tates has presented on February the 15th? And then they have a hearing date, and then they're going to have us wait until the end of 2013 with their decision? Come on, folks. This Supreme Court's a joke. I mean, it's a complete joke. That's really what it is. They're going to do nothing. It's just a complete farce, like what we've got running around in the White House. This whole thing is a big plan, and it's been a plan for like 25 years. And they're not going to let it go now. Not until they're finished doing what they want to do, and that's the destruction of the American way of life. You think not? Well, I hope I'm wrong, but you know what? It all points in that direction. You'll see. If he's not removed, we're all, done.